sneakers, like LeBron, right? For example, if I got LeBron's game shoes, right?
Or you can sell that for fucking.
Well,
How do you verify?
If he gave it to me in the bathroom, I'll be just telling war stories and shit.
First
right?
of all, what were you doing with LeBron in the bathroom? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man.
He was asking for a favor.
Only-
That's how he got the shoes.
How do you validate that? You know?
I mean, that's how he got the shoes.
I'm just using that as an example.
And then he gave you his shoes. I mean, come on.
Hey, I'm just giving it as an example.
I
Fill in
got
the
you.
blank
I got
according
you.
to whatever it is.
All right. It's 5
Do it,
p.m.
motherfucker.
It's 5 p.m. already.
Yeah.
Is it 5 p.m. already?
Not yet, but we're rounding up. We're rounding up on this. It's 5 now.
5 now.
5 now.
5 o'clock somewhere, you know.
5 o'clock somewhere already,
here.
right?
Let's do
5
it.
o'clock
All
every
right,
day.
let's do it. Episode number 10 already.
What's the
Wow.
count production?
Episode number 10.
10. All right.
So now the topic for today is going to be streetwear culture, from reselling to becoming a business. And we have a special guest today, our boy Anthony Morales from Calle Ocho, right? Wow, man. I was excited to get this podcast with you. We're
First of all, what we're drinking, man. Hey,
That's
slipping.
true.
You're slipping
You're
on your
slipping.
pimping.
I'm
Yeah.
slipping on my
That's
shit.
true.
Slipping on your pimping.
I'm
You're
drinking
not
some
sweet.
rum, Diplomatico.
Oh, okay, all right.
What about you?
I like the diplomatic too, but
Yeah.
today, I'm rolling sweet. I'm rolling with my Crown and vanilla. So,
Corona Vanilla.
That's interesting because I
Crown,
remember
yeah.
in one of the earlier episodes you said you didn't like sweet.
Yeah,
You can't mix alcohol and sweet.
Yeah,
The
I'm
guy did
kinda-
his homework, huh? Our
Hey,
boy-
that's a good point. This is a caveat though. When you going out, you hanging out, and you trying to make it when you're out clubbing and all that at the bar. Yeah, you definitely want to be drinking your alcohol.
That
with
smells
water.
some bullshit.
But here,
That smells some
smells
bullshit.
some bullshit.
Are we
But hey,
bullshitting already?
But hey, in this setting right here,
Looks
this-
like we're a
this-
little early.
This is all. But this is all the sugar I'm gonna do. This is it.
All right,
I'm
sugar
not gonna
daddy.
go drink like half a gallon.
All right, sugar daddy.
Be like Mike Tyson in the ninth round and get knocked out. All right, let's
All
roll.
right,
The
sugar
1-2,
All right, yeah.
the 1-2 Chris Brown.
All right, I'm feeling you. All
I'm
right,
feeling you.
let's
All right, welcome my boy Anthony Morales from Calle Ocho.
Thank you
Ma-
for having me.
Thanks-
I'm
thanks for-
honored that I'm here. Like I never expected to be invited on a podcast.
Oh,
you know?
come on, man.
Oh, man.
The very first thing I noticed, you sent me a message saying, hey, can we drink in the podcast? I was like, come on, bro. What are you talking about?
I just
how we
wanted to
do
make
here.
sure, you
roll.
know.
But you didn't ask him what he's drinking.
What do you drink, boy?
I'm actually drinking Maker's Mark with some Coca-Cola.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. He's got the long daddy going there.
All right.
Oh
well,
yeah, I
cheers.
got this one at Bucky's.
Yeah, all right.
You know, you gotta support Texas.
Cheers for that.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, boy.
Long distance
All
cheer.
right, bro.
My
So,
son pronounced it when he was young. He used to call it boosies. But it's Buc-ee's.
Boosies.
Yeah,
Boosies. Now I'm feeling the buzzy. So let's start with our boy Anthony Morales from Calle Ocho. So the main topic today is going to be streetwear culture, from reselling to becoming a business. And we got a couple of questions for you.
Sure,
You
shoot.
want to start? You want to start here at Business and Bullshit? We have some kind of like we want to start either with business or with
Oh,
bullshit.
bullshit.
So
Let's start with business. Let's save the best content for last. You know,
All
save
right,
the best
straight-
for last.
straight- to
Business
the
for
point.
200.
business for 200. All right. So one question interesting to actually go over with you. Why do you think so many people are into the streetwear trend, and how does that benefit your business?
Well, a lot of people are into the streetwear business and the collectible aspect because I can have it, and since there's a limited supply, you can't have it. It's almost like a flex culture of its own thing.
And I
'Cause
think the key then is limited supply. Then
Yeah, it's all supply
That's
and
the
demand. It's just kind of like what we do every day.
that's what making, like, for instance, crypto very fucking popular because it's limited.
It's
You know,
limited.
and even
So it's another way where, so you're saying the people that are into this and they buy this stuff, right? It's their way of having it's limited.
It's like their
and
exclusive
It's exclusive to
exclusivity.
them, right? Yeah.
Well, first to understand your primary business model, it's buying and reselling sneakers.
Yeah,
For a
Right.
profit.
that's what it actually started
At a
off
profit.
as.
That's
Because
how
we
you
started off
started.
as Calle Ocho Apparel.
Okay.
And then over the last 2 years, we evolved into Calle Ocho Hype and Hobbies, where I started including my other side hobby of trading cards.
Okay.
So
What kind of cards?
talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I actually didn't bring them today, but I had a Charizard base set. And those
That's a
are the
big
ones that you
business.
had them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are the ones you had them when Toys R Us was a thing. Now Toys R Us doesn't exist. You
Well,
can't get 'em.
y'all, yeah, I didn't have that shit. That was y'all's.
I was
era.
Toys R
didn't have
Us
shit
guy.
Like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was,
That was pretty
it was
cool.
like Jordan rookie cards and shit like that when I was around. I'm OG.
Oh, we actually
Yeah.
do sports cards as well. We have a couple of Jordan's rookie
Oh,
cards
yeah?
at the shop.
Oh shit.
What's your most expensive card that you currently hold?
Uh,
Or you
I
have,
currently
like-
don't hold it because PSA has it. So I'm still waiting my 9 months, 10 months for it to come in back graded.
Wow.
They're called Starlights from the Yu-Gi-Oh sets. I have one that's around
So
$800.
Yu-Gi-Oh still in the fucking game. Like.
Yu-Gi-Oh's been around since 1999
Damn,
and
bro.
earlier, you
I
know,
remember Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid.
because it started off with Magic. Magic was one of the first
Magic
ones
the
here
Gathering
in
and all
the
that, we
U.S.
playing and all that, right?
It started off as Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons and then
Yeah.
evolved
Hey.
into tabletop, you know?
Now, I'm putting on my little nerd hat. Hey, I had a little touch of nerd once.
Yeah.
I remember the.
It's
Dungeons-
okay. We
I-
respect that.
Yeah, I remember Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
That
What
that
were
was
you?
my era.
Were you a cleric, a wizard, a warrior?
I used to be one of those warrior dudes who did what they call them, like paladins. Or
Yeah.
something, like a sword and shit.
I have no idea. What
I
you
do
guys
see him
are
as a
about.
paladin for sure.
All right. I understand that. Okay, but yeah, I was in the Dungeons and Dragons era. I'm dating myself now.
So Magic was kind of the godfather. Or it's
It
That-
actually-
was.
that
It was
came-
the introduction
that was a
here in the
derivative,
North
right?
in the
Came
North
later.
American market. It
And
started off back in California, and that's why the company's called Wizards of the West Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, they started off in California, then they just exploded. It was a huge market.
So I like to kind of delve a little bit on that. What makes so special the trading games like that? You know, like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that. Is it the strategy? What makes it so special? Why there's so
Well-
much hype around that?
The hype comes from all the old cards that you would have, like the Blue Eyes, the Dark Magician, all the stuff that you had as a kid. But when was the last time you had a card that was from 1999? We're in 2021. That's over 22 years. The population for near mint cards of those, it's pretty scarce. And especially if you had them in first editions, that's even more money for you. Yu-Gi-Oh is fun. It's a strategy game. You play with your friends. You get together after work, you know. You're bullshit. You're just shooting the can around with just card games and like that. That's the whole Pokemon, the Magic, Dungeons and Dragons, Yu-Gi-Oh, everything, man.
And that stuff is so big that it's a business because I had a couple of guys I know that they have gaming parlors and all that shit too, right? I mean, this ain't no. It might sound silly, but it's business behind it.
it's a legit thing.
They got businesses running.
Yeah, because you can ask anybody like that's not in it, and they'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing? You're selling pieces of cardboard," and they're gonna just look at you, laugh at you, sure. But at the end of the day, who's making the money? We are.
Yeah.
Well, actually, interesting that you mentioned that because remember I showed you some of my notes, right? And you kind of like, what exactly did you write in here, right? So one thing that I found out as a fact, right, was that among the whole industry, because your primary business, we'll go back again to your sneaker business, right?
Yeah.
I was amazed by the fact that whenever there's a launch, right, or the whole industry as a overall of sneakers, for instance, only 4% it's the launching, which people buy directly on the launch.
Yeah, for retail.
But then the 96% now is for resellers.
Yeah, that's
Talking
where
about shoes, sneakers.
We're talking about sneakers, yeah.
and that's where I come in. So
that's where you come in. Yeah.
if you yourself can't get it originally, you'll come to me and I can get it for you because I already have it. That's where the resellers step in because we have so many accounts set up. We have many cards ready to process to get those exclusive shoes because
Soon as
with
they drop.
Nikes, Adidas, and all these other companies that release the hottest shoes, they're limiting them to one a person, one a household. So me as a reseller has to, source all those addresses, has to source all these cards ready to process these shoes. So if you can't buy it at retail, I got you for resale.
So what makes you become the 4% then on let's just buying directly to the
Honestly, it comes down to
Just-
a lot of luck at the moment. There's no
A lot of
secret.
screen refresh, huh?
A lot of F5,
and I get network, right? Access, right? If you have,
having the best cookies, having the best internet, having the fastest computer will sometimes put you ahead. But honestly, I've seen people with their mobile phone just
Happen to be
hit
lucky.
faster than I do.
shit. It's like winning a lottery. Then.
Yeah, I can have as many accounts as I can, and I won't hit, and then someone else will on their crappy Android device. It just happens, unfortunately.
Now you started this as a side hustle, right?
Yes.
How old were you when you started doing, reselling sneakers?
It's actually a funny story how I started. It was on a Saturday. I remember it was in August 2019. I was hungover as hell. And a friend hits me up and calls me, "Hey, do you mind making line for a shoe for me?" And I was like, "Man, my head hurts. What do you want? Like, what's up with this?" He's like, "Yeah, this shoe cost 180, but it sells for 800." And I sobered up right quick. I'm like, "Hey, tell me more about this, you know? I'm interested now. You got my attention for sure." Yeah. It was the red satin Jordan 1s for women's.
Okay.
So the following month, because my birthday's in September, is when I decided to launch Calle Ocho Apparel.
Yeah.
After talking with him, because he had been doing this for a while as well. He told me more about the aspects about the reselling business for sneakers exclusively, that you can buy them for retail and you resell them a couple months later. You just you sit and hold. It's almost like with stocks.
Okay.
You anticipate the market and people will pay for that exclusivity. They'll pay that premium, you know?
What was the brand then?
This one was Jordan. It was a Jordan 1 retro satin women's one.
For the women. Okay.
Yeah.
For women, starting from 180, but you can flip that to 800.
To 800. And that was for the launch, because then the shoe dropped down to around 3 to 4.
After
Currently, if you
launch.
search it for, even right now, 2 years after the fact,
300?
it's around 300 right now.
Yeah.
And that immediately you were like hooked on that process.
I was hooked on the immediate like $800, like that $700 margin, like basically.
How old were you back in the
Back
day?
then, I'm about to be 25 this month.
25.
Yeah. So I was probably like around 20 to 21.
So I was like 5
years.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was just 2 years ago.
Oh,
So I was like around 23, sorry.
So 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So in 2 years you have, because I visit your store. I love all the things that you actually build.
Yeah, you picked up the Cactus Jack shirt.
The Cactus Jack shirt. I bought that from you, and I wanted those Yeezy.
How come you were not wearing it today?
No, it's for some kind of
You mentioned the
special
background today.
event. Huh? I forgot about it, to be honest.
Ooh.
But hey, we're still paying on those Yeezy.
Yes, we are.
I'm waiting for that.
Definitely, I'll get you on those albas.
As a matter of fact, I have a question on that. So you start as a side hustler, you were 23 years old, right? You start opening accounts, you start doing the research, delve into the market about reselling sneakers and start, what I like about the sneakers is like you don't need a lot of capital to start, You
really
need a
don't.
couple of like $500 or $300 just to start doing your first transaction, right? And right away generate 300% return to 500%, 3x or 4x or 5x, right?
Yeah.
At what point did you decide to say, fuck it, I'm going all in? What was that kind of like?
It actually happened this year.
Okay.
With the explosion of the card market, the trading cards aspect, that's what, turned my side hustle of Calle Ocho into a full business. I just, it turned my day job of working at the bank into my side hustle. And I was like, well, now that the roles are reversed, it looks like I'm going to have to dedicate a lot more time to my side hustle, who's now a business.
Is it the same customer that buys the sneakers and the cars? Are those same people, or is it a different customer?
They're all my cards, but I just have different addresses for them.
No, what I'm saying is, you're in the card business,
Yeah,
and you're in the sneaker business. Are those the same customers?
They overlap, actually.
Okay.
Because my business will provide you not only your Jordans, it will give you the charge that you want as well.
All right.
Now, with the explosion of these platforms, right? You got StockX, for instance, right? Competing against, not competing, but because it turns out to be a marketplace.
It's a marketplace, right?
Yeah, it's a marketplace.
That fucking app right now, it's worth more than $1 billion.
It definitely is, but it does have its own caveats.
Yeah. What is the difference between, my question on that is, what's the difference between a platform where you can
list your stuff on there, right?
So the difference between me and StockX is that I will have a set price and I'll honor it. StockX will charge you depending on your state, between an 8 to 12% increase on whatever the price you're already asking for it, plus a $15 shipping. I already include that in my prices. That's the difference between me and StockX.
That's your value on that, bro.
Yeah.
Plus the advice, the consulting, and all that.
And the customer service, because, they're a big company, and their customer service is honestly not one of the best. Because, to be a successful business,
stuck.
and I've heard, is that you got to have the top customer service,
Absolutely.
Don't you agree?
Absolutely. That's how we roll here.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of your
Don't you
peeps.
like the customer service right now?
Well, yeah, you gave me some ice for my drink. I appreciate that,
On your whiskey and all that shit, you know.
yeah, it makes
This
it a
is-
lot colder.
This is fucking prime customer service.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Top
about?
shelf,
we
baby.
tried to get
You
our
pulled out the
kids-
red carpet as soon as I walked in.
Of course, that's how we roll with the customer service.
Yeah.
So we honor that too as well, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how I make my money. I take care of my customers.
on that matter. So one interesting thing that I'm kind of curious on that too. It's that I like to trade, right? We trade like stocks and derivatives and shit like that, right?
Yeah, you showed
too.
me your setup. It's honestly
You
beautiful.
show right now
Crypto.
the
I
crypto
almost
room.
like died twice. Just like, woof. That's a beautiful setup.
But behind that is a lot of fucking research, a lot of fucking data, a lot
At the end of the day, it comes to a lot of hard work.
A lot of
you
hard
got to start
work.
somewhere.
data and all that shit. So in your side, you kind of like once you're in the business, right? You kind of develop an instinct for what's work and what's not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's 100% correct.
So how do what's your pre-filter on that? Like how do you filter out or
Like, how's my market research on
your
that?
market research on that? Like
So-
Trends and where things are going. What people
Honestly,
like.
I base it a lot on instinct.
gut feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if something looks nice, if something looks like I wear it like this.
You'd ask yourself
I'll buy
first.
it.
It starts off with would I wear it?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna promote it if you think it's shit, right?
Yeah, of course. Because, I mean, like, how am I going to promote something ugly?
I don't
Like,
like it, right.
then I expect the customer to pay resale on that? Heck no.
Right.
No, but it honestly comes down to a lot of social media news networks, a lot of leaking information sites, market customer contacts, stuff like that. You make your connections, and they'll tell you like, hey, this is going to be dropping. Like we're expecting a Drake release for the Loverboy series.
Okay. So
Soon.
he's gonna be wearing some Kicks, right? So
Definitely,
whatever,
he's gonna be wearing some merch. We already saw the leaks for that, and they look pretty fire. I already know when Travis is gonna drop the next shoe. Right now, he's not dropping any because he hasn't posted, or the leakers haven't posted it yet. But once we do, we're already one of the first ones to know.
What makes, for instance, Travis Scott, become so fucking popular? Not obviously with the music and all that shit.
Other than that Kardashian,
other than the Kardashian, right?
He has the Kardashian effect,
But
hashtag
like-
Kardashian.
Exactly, but like for instance, I know this is kind of like a dumb question, but I was amazed at how much fucking expensive those Travis Scott sneakers they are. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
especially the new ones, the lows and the Jordan ones.
saying? But right now, if you compare right now Travis Scott with Drake new release, you still think both who's underrated and who's overrated in your opinion?
I'm
If
gonna
you
get
ha-
a lot of hate on this one, but I think Drake is overrated.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna get a lot of
Drake,
hate.
look
Already-
out.
I think our
I hear
lady
the
Lisa-
production team over here.
What's happening, Drake?
I think I'm gonna get kicked off the
That's all
podcast.
right. Hey, this is a place where we bring controversy. That's part of the game,
So
We're not-
Drake is
not rustling
overrated.
feathers.
Just to me personally,
But do you still consider then Travis Scott overrated, underrated, or overrated?
I'd say mid, honestly.
How about Kanye West? The Yeezy.
Oh,
Well, he
I
effed
can't
up
say
that-
that because I have a couple Yeezys in my collection, so I
Properly
look
rated.
like a yeah.
Properly rated.
On what scale?
No, it's just overrated, underrated, or properly rated.
He dropped Donda, and I'm just thankful for that.
And finally,
Finally,
Dude, that was.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
ain't-
he was pissed because actually Universal dropped it.
yeah, they dropped.
He wasn't
They
happy
leaked
about
it.
that.
he wasn't through screwing around with
He
it
was
yet.
digging around for a while,
He
but
was
I
just
guess he was
messing
building the
around,
momentum. But
yeah.
hey, I'll give his credit because he's the only one or the first one ever to create a concert, a listening party.
Yes, he did.
And I was like, you don't fucking sing or anything like that. You just bring like more.
We were actually one of the first ones to listen to it too.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the listening party, but we had some insider information there, and we were listening to it like before the official release.
Now, my question to you now is, based on that, the assets that you hold on GCs, do you see like a spike or how the market actually conduct based on those type of like
That's a good question, honestly.
behaviors,
Unfortunately, he's been releasing the 350 models, which is the everyday standard one, a little bit too much in different colors. It's just the same shoe in different colors. He hasn't released something new compared to like when he released the gel slides, as I like to call them. The Yeezy slides. They look like gel slides, especially the orange color ones. Looks like your everyday convict is going to wear that. But the market on those are enormous. People want to wear those. They want that comfort. They want that brand exclusivity.
Stand out too.
Yeah. They cost around $60, but they're willing to pay around $200 to $350.
that's crazy, dude.
It's crazy just for some foam sandals.
It's a fucking foam. Yeah, that's right.
It's just a piece of foam, but it's comfortable.
But it's the culture.
And it's the culture. It's the whole, I have it and you can't
don't have
have
it.
it.
But at what point, what's the culture of, and what's the artist? Like, at what point one makes the other? You know, like for instance, I wear those, I guess foam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sneakers. Am I wearing the culture or am I wearing the artist?
Honestly, at the end of the day, for me personally, I think you wear what you want, and you should. Don't buy something that you're not expecting to wear. That's me personally, because I bought these like 2 years ago to support the COVID-19 relief efforts with Supreme, and I said I'm gonna wear this one day. It took 2 years for that to happen, and it's today.
But for instance, Supreme is not the artist; it's the culture, it's the brand, right?
It is, but like I'm saying, it's just I like it, and I'm gonna wear it.
Okay.
But we do have people, and I've seen a couple people that come up to me and be like, "Hey, do you mind wrapping up my shoes so that they don't stain, de-age, they don't get any yellowing or anything like that?" And we cater to those. We respect that you just want to keep a display piece. It's kind of like those collectibles where you get a signed football. You don't want to use it.
You don't play with it.
Yeah, you don't play with it. You don't throw
away,
the skin around. You just want to show it. You want to invite your friends, your family. Hey, look what I have.
It's your centerpiece, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's a what's it called? A talking point, you know, when you bring friends over to the house.
That's true. That's true. And it's something interesting because, like, for instance, I have a nephew who is in Mexico, right? And he's in the sneaker business.
Is he in Monterrey?
No, he's actually in Veracruz.
Oh, really?
But interesting to know that he has developed a business where not only he resells the sneaker, but he also provides the service for the sneaker. Meaning that if you have, for instance, your Travis Scott or your Yeezy or whatever, and they're like in bad conditions, he clean it out for you, and he has a special team who does that and charge you like $40, $60, $80.
He refurbished.
So he refers just for
he
that.
restores them to life.
Restores them.
Yeah.
And it's insane how many people are willing to, pay for the $40 or $80 to.
Plus the shipping, or you take it to him.
No, you take it to him,
Oh,
right?
okay.
He's starting local right now, but
local.
he's building base first.
It's because it's honestly a lot cheaper. I mean, like, okay, $80 to $300. What are you gonna pay?
I'd try to bring it back first, yeah.
Let's bring them back first, and then you wear them again.
And ain't nothing worse than a scuffed sneaker, you know.
Right.
Well, it depends on the material,
Yeah,
you know?
you know.
If you're wearing a suede, good luck on that.
Some people, you get killed scuffing somebody's sneakers.
Yeah, it
So,
does happen a lot.
yeah,
Like,
scuffing
there's been a
nobody's
lot of
sneakers.
cases throughout the U.S. where, like, if you step on somebody's shoes,
Yeah.
expect some
One thing that got
consequences.
my attention for you, because I was looking at your Instagram, right? And not only you buy and sell too, speaking about services and all that shit, right? You actually validate if it's like an
we do
original.
authenticate.
Authenticate the sneaker. That's extremely interesting because, like, how do I know that I'm buying the correct Yeezy or the Travis
Not
Scott
a
or
knockoff.
whatever?
Yeah, unfortunately, the market is getting flooded with a lot of mirrored shoes. I've met a couple of vendors who say to me, like, "Oh, these are customs." I'm like, "No, those are fake. Like,
replicas.
stop. don't tell that to me. Like, those are not custom. Those are replicas. They're fake. Like, did Nike make them? No, they're not real."
But how
Did
do
I
you
do-
how do you actually get to the point of understanding? This
So
is fake.
it's really interesting, but for some reason, Chinese suppliers mark their boxes with a like a glow in the dark stamp. So when you get a black light, you will literally just see that stamp. For what reason? I have no idea. But that's immediately how you tell off a knockoff shoe.
So wait a minute. Okay, so it's in the box then?
It's in the box, and sometimes it's on the pair itself. It's really interesting that they mark it that it's not real. Like they'll stamp it, and when you get your black light, you'll just go over the shoe and you'll already see differences.
Well,
Not only with that, but it's also with the material. Because sometimes the lacing, the stitching on the shoe and everything, Nike has special fabrics and stuff like that. And if it doesn't match, you'll literally see the difference.
Patterns and quality.
Stitching
and all,
patterns, the printing quality, the materials. Use a black light. Black lights are your best friends. And they cost like $8 at Walmart.
Well, it's no different than a dollar bill, right?
Yeah,
You put the
exactly how you
X-ray
use the
on it.
UV light. That's how you differentiate shoes. Sometimes and these are actually there's 3 companies. I don't remember the names of them at the moment, but they're getting really close to Nike level productions, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're getting better at the counterfeiting. Huh?
Yeah. So actually, all the sneaker companies are changing their production qualities just to, you know, how the U.S. changed the $100 bill from the regular old Benjamin Franklin to the new blue one. Sneakers are doing the same thing.
To stay one step ahead.
Yeah.
Because if they stay where they're at, the counterfeiters catch up. Yeah.
Just like that.
Wow, that's a very interesting. Because one of the things also in the industry is that, you know, like for instance, Yeezy going back again, right? You have Adidas behind that, right? And you have Kanye West, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the one who makes the big bucks in here?
It all depends on their contracts. Yeezy has the exclusivity of, you know, being his own thing. Kanye came to rise, honestly, because of the Kardashians. He was already good with his music and everything. And he had that going for him. But it just wasn't at the peak level. Once he married Kim, it just gave him an extra boost.
He acquired her audience and when he is together, just double his size. Huh?
Double, tripled, quadrupled everything. Because not only that, he's already signing years with Gap. And, you know, Gap, the company.
Yeah, he started with Gap. Now he has this.
Because he said it himself. Like, I came from humble beginnings. I started working at Gap. Now it's my turn to give back.
But it comes back into the question: is it gonna be with Gap the culture of the artist? Because like think about it, right? Right now, he put Yeezy on the spot, right? $1 billion. He actually, because of Yeezy, he now is a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
To that point.
He's even legally changing his name.
Exactly, right? So now he's gonna be Gap, right?
Yeah.
But you know, Gap is the old fucking Gap. Be better than the Gap and shit like that.
Better
right?
be, yeah.
Better be better than the fucking Gap, right? So okay, nobody right now buys fucking Gap, right? Like, I mean, not to create, but now to a point now that you got now Kanye with Gap,
Right? Give him a boost.
Who's gonna be the artist or the fucking?
Well, it's gonna be your everyday consumer, you know, because it's gonna be more affordable. Because right now, Yeezys are at an all-time premium, and every day it doesn't get cheaper. So once he merges with Gap, which is an everyday consumer product, Yeezy is going to become an everyday household item.
Because they have the distribution already.
They have the distribution power.
Yeah.
They have the ability to make things at like cost level.
Yeah, manufacturing.
Yeah.
Cost basis, all that.
So it's going to be cheaper for somebody to own a Yeezy. And that's the goal of Kanye, because Kanye said, I never expected my market to be so exclusive. Yes, I'm eccentric. Yes, I want people to have like only one thing, but I also want to give back to the people. And that's why he signed up with Gap.
So Kanye, just to wrap up this, Kanye is overrated, underrated, or properly rated? Kanye.
I'm going to give him properly rated because he released Donda.
Finally.
Donda.
¿Dónde está mi Donda?
Exactly. There's this Mexican joke, but some of them might not get it right. But there's like when you get to a party and they tell you where's the taquis, and the guy is like Donda.
¿Dónde? Por eso. ¿Dónde están mis taquis?
Donda. If we can actually edit in that process, we can show them that. It's fucking hilarious. It's like, so where's the taquis or where's the Mexican chips?
Ahí los tienes atrás.
Donda. So, sure. Last question on fucking business, and then we go bullshit a little bit on this, right? What has been your biggest core losses? And if you place a bet on one of all of those brands, which one would you recommend to the audience to put some money on it, like kind of like a stock?
Yeah, my biggest loss, honestly, has been this shirt, the COVID-19. I actually bought 4 of these. I paid $800 a pop. Market right now sits around $300. It happens, you know.
What's the story behind that? Was this Supreme on there?
So this is a box logo with Takashi Murakami for the COVID-19 effort. These retailed at $60. Market exploded easily to around $800 at the prime.
So they had limited release or something that drove.
They did have a limited release. I lost on it because I was at work. I was in my day job. I was in a meeting and I was still hitting that box, you know, to check out. Yeah. My boss called me. I missed out to put in my card info, unfortunately, you know. That's what happens when you have a day job and you're focused on this thing at the same time.
The good thing is now you're focused on that.
The good thing is I'm focused on this.
Yeah,
But this has honestly been one of my biggest losses. But it's not so much. It doesn't hurt that much because it happened years ago. And then at this point, I've already balanced out that loss to the profit, you know?
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that I already have a friend, and I had told him today, like, hey, I'm going to be wearing this today. He's like, as soon as you take it off, don't wash it, I'm already going to pay you $300 for it.
Oh,
you
shit.
you
So
getting back-
we're going to
getting
receive a
back
card
already.
on that transaction, bro. We're giving a lot of publicity to that Supreme shirt,
that-
huh?
Yeah, the Takashi Murakami is...
We'll be like StockX. How much do they charge per transaction?
Get our commission.
It really depends because they switched from a model before it was like on a yearly basis to 2 years. Now it's a quarterly. So I'm a level 4 seller on
Okay.
StockX. Now they changed it to a level 5 as being the highest. Level 5 is that you process 100 or more transactions on a quarterly basis, or you reach like a certain threshold of sales.
Right.
I'm at level 4 where I've reached 2,000 a quarter or more. I get charged around 10.5% to 11% depending on the item. So if something sells for 300, I will sell it at 3 and take a $30 to $35 loss on that.
Okay.
Because that's the fee StockX takes from me.
Right.
But it's
5%.
No,
11%.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Then
Well-
there's another tier that's going to drop when you get to
Another
level
tier
5.
drops it. Yeah. When you hit the bigger leagues.
That makes sense. Well, we put you in a level 5, the ultimate maximum, guess.
Yeah.
So we'll charge you 3% for that
Not
transaction.
even.
of
They'll
that
still charge me like
Supreme.
around 8%. And the reason they charge high is because of the processing payment centers like PayPal. Because they use PayPal as their number one. PayPal takes like around 3%. Because I have Square, and it takes like 3% for me and my business. So you got to factor in that when you're pricing items,
Yeah, we get hit pretty good on PayPal and eBay.
Yeah,
That
no.
too.
eBay depends how many transactions you do. And I know because you guys that are like 5 million plus are going to take a huge one because if you have a lot of listings, it just starts taking
They're
fees.
hitting you that,
I
too.
think it's between 9 to 7%.
And
Really?
But Amazon hit us with 15%.
15%?
Yeah.
That's just
That's
their
crazy.
commission, yeah.
That's the commission, not including the fulfillment, which we got this conversation a long time ago.
Yeah, they get like 60% of our revenue.
Yeah, and then of that
That's crazy.
40%.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
But you know what's cool? is
Jeff
that
costs money, man, rolling with Jeff.
yeah. Have you guys heard the song, the Jeff Bezos song?
Like
which
Jeffrey,
one? Yeah.
Jeffrey. Yeah, we got
The
a couple,
TikTok song.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
couple of clips with our Jeffrey boy song.
Yeah, born in 1964.
Jeffrey.
I like to play that song in the shop. I get hate on by my friends when I play it, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna be the next Jeffrey, So that's
Yeah.
why we play it for the inspiration.
the Jeffrey of sneakers.
Jeffrey of sneakers.
that's
I mean, I'm gonna be like Benjamin Kickz one day.
Benjamin. Oh shit! Speaking of Benjamin Kickz, now he went to jail for a couple of months or days. I don't remember.
Yeah, he got in trouble because of
He fucking
that armed
stole an
robbery.
iPhone, bro, or a fucking phone. And
It was honestly stupid, man. Like, I mean, if somebody takes a picture of you, okay,
Benjamin, how's business? Booming.
in jail.
Yeah, he got in jail in Miami, right?
Yeah, well, he was in Florida.
Benjamin, this kid, he's like 19 years old, 20.
I
right
think he's
now.
supposed to be around 21 because he was in around
21.
99.
But his guy's flipping sneakers like crazy. He's making shit lot of money.
His nickname was a Sneaker Don. He provided shoes
Sneaker
to
Don,
DJ
yeah.
Khaled,
Yeah.
Migos,
Drake.
all the celebrities.
Provided to the stars.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But that's pure luck, or that's just hustling? What is it?
It honestly is just if you DM them. Honestly, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Hashtag Michael Scott from The Office.
And if you got what they want, they're going to answer you.
Exactly.
You got what they want.
Because I mean, celebrities are human at the end of the
They
day.
want it. If
They receive DMs and they'll open them if they
you
want.
got what they want, you become their guy.
You
Eventually.
really do. And that's how he started off when he was 16. From there,
And then when
turned
the celebrities start talking about you to their audience, you become the man.
You go like
Quick.
you fucking fly like Dutch going to the
Fly.
fucking moon.
Fly.
Yeah, crazy on that.
Now, here's another little topic. Okay, here's another thing that all these sneakers, I got some boys that they got hundreds of pairs already, and now they in their houses they got they've converted a bedroom. At first it was a closet. Now they've converted one of their bedrooms.
Are you telling me that the wife is mad that they have so many shoes now?
Yeah, 'cause what
'Cause it
starts to
happens a
happen
lot.
is now you got to have a budget to warehouse this shit. I mean, sneakers aren't small. They taking up like a cubic
Yeah.
foot or some shit like that.
Average box size is probably like 8 by 5.
What guys? I mean, where is this going to go? You know, you're going to have to start getting your own storage facilities and shit like that to keep your sneaks.
Yeah, because you honestly don't want them in a hot place. Unfortunately,
No,
we
it's
live in
gotta be
Laredo
climate
where we're like
control.
110 every day, you know, and that's a nice day to us.
112 degrees, bro.
Yeah, and that's a nice day to us, you know.
How do you deal with that?
So, fortunately for me, I just had an extra bedroom. Fortunately for me, I just put him in the car away from the heat because we had the shade.
He has when I visit his business, he has this, we call it the fuck you room. Because
Yeah, I remember.
that's a special room, very 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 small room, right? When you lock it and you need a key to unlock it and shit like that, right? Eventually, I'm gonna give you our boy for the cameras and all that shit so you can use it, right? So that's where you put all the fucking like very expensive sneakers, right?
And we're talking about $400 being the minimum in that room.
That room.
And when you have this roller, like big boy, right, who wants to roll some couple $100 on sneaker,
Like Diego over here, when he
Well,
buys his Yeezy.
So it's a high roller room.
they'll take you to the fuck you room.
Let me go
They'll
unlock
give you a
it, yeah,
champagne.
yeah.
They sit
Sit
you
you down.
down.
It's a high roller room.
They put you real nice music.
You know, it's funny because we just put a fridge in today.
And they just put a free. Yeah, it's fucking funny, right? And then there's like they show you the high roller pieces,
High roller
right?
pieces,
Here, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Holyman. Here's a new, you know.
I'll roll out the red carpet for you. You know,
High rollers,
give you
yeah.
that special treatment in the 1-to-1.
But that's how far sneakers can come to be. You know,
Well, yeah, it's an economy.
it's an economy on that.
Yeah, it's worth over $24 billion. The fashion resale market.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's
Billions of
multi-billion.
dollars. And think about it, you actually create that and you actually manufacture that in China, which how much is it? $20, $15?
$5.
Yeah, it's nothing in the sneaker. It's the brand and
Unfortunately,
the
it's all that
man
low
and all that
cost.
shit.
But it's like
labor.
perfumes, right? Cost you $3, $4, $5, right?
and cost of goods.
But the fact that you have the brands, the big boys and all that, they take it to the fucking.
It exponentially rises.
yeah, I mean, by the time you back in the branding, the sponsorships, the all of the logistics and the marketing and promotion, that's where the money's spent and that's where the money's made. So
Yeah.
So, a little bit about the bullshit side. We know that e-commerce is like fucking growing like crazy, right? Shit like that. So if I want to buy some fucking $1,000 sneakers, right? What's the risk of fucking somebody like UPS or USPS or somebody, right? Or FedEx fucking steal my sneakers, you know? That's a fucking issue too.
or
be
I
honest-
don't get what I thought I was going to
Or I
get.
don't get what I fucking. You know.
Thought.
Unfortunately, it actually
You ever
happens
get into
every
those
other
kind
day.
of situations?
Personally, I have not, and I'm really like blessed for that. You know, I personally have not experienced a package lost or incorrect item being shipped to me, but I have heard horror stories. Honestly, I actually have a friend who ordered some Houston Astros merch for a drop with Eric Emanuel. He got the wrong team. I have no idea how that happened. That the packaging center didn't give him an item and gave him the wrong team that he ordered, and he spent a pretty penny on that. So it wasn't cheap. He spent like around maybe like 200, and he got the wrong items. USPS FedEx actually has been losing a lot of packages related to an off-white drop, and the reason is, and a lot of us in the sneaker community believe, is because Nike wraps their shoes with their tape. So what stops you from just seeing it outside and being a porch pirate?
Yeah,
It doesn't stop you because you can literally just open it really quick, take out the shoes,
right.
leave it there. And it's been happening a
People
lot.
know
It's-
shoes. You can kind of tell in the packaging what's in there
Yeah.
if you're not careful. Right?
Yeah, that's what sucks when you brand your own your own box.
Have you ever thought about branding, like you own in the future, your own sneakers, some shit like that?
I mean, Nike, Adidas, if you're hearing this, I'm down. You know? I really would be down to make something, Laredo based, because I mean, Laredo is my home. I love it. We have a lot of culture in the city. It's its own beast. I mean, we're one of the top international exporters in the land-based market. So
The good thing is you can work from here or base from here and plug yourself to the e-commerce, to the internet,
Yeah.
and it's fucking international or global in a way, you know?
yeah, we have a global market.
We have
You were saying?
No, that you have a global market,
Yeah,
you know?
sneaker reselling, fashion resale. It's a global market.
And carts are like between the three of like sneakers, carts, and
Collectibles.
collectibles, right?
Yeah.
We talk about like NFTs and all that shit. That's practically like cryptos and all
Since
that.
the last time that you talked to me, I actually jumped into
Did
the
you check
NFT.
that Top Shot?
Yeah, I did, and I actually spent like $45 just to complete the
I'm
challenges.
telling you, it's because the thing about I know NFTs by the way so fucking bubble, but it's like the .com, right? Where eventually
It's a bubble you can abuse right now.
you can
Unfortunately.
abuse, and as long as there's money in the system, right, you can abuse it and re-abuse it and shit like that. Eventually, it's gonna pop, and the winners
Yeah,
are
but
gonna.
when it pops, it don't go away. It pops and resets itself and comes back better. So
Right.
you actually need bubbles to expand things, find out what doesn't work, and then when it pops, it resettles itself better and it comes back better and better. So NFTs ain't going nowhere. It's a little foo-foo right now, but they're gonna continue to tighten it down because the concept behind NFTs is actually pretty damn important. It's a way that you can secure the validity of what you're buying. Shit,
Exactly.
I'm down with that shit.
Right.
You sell me a rock, I want to make sure it ain't no damn
But I mean, you
gold
gotta.
metal flower.
I mean, to a point that
Sheetrock.
actually, there's a
That's for
fucking
sure.
JPEG rock selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
But how you know which one you got and what's real and what ain't?
I
know?
mean,
That's what
that
the
for me
NFT
is
comes
fucking
in, you
bubble.
know?
what the NFT does.
Yeah, that's for me fucking bubble. But I get the principle. I get the theory. I get the idea.
I mean,
And there-
whoever started it
That's
was
a
the
necessary
genius
thing. Yeah, that's
for
what you
authenticity. You
need.
know, it's
What,
your
what we
authenticity
just
marker.
talked about, that's one of the problems in buying this high specialty apparel and stuff, is the authenticity of it. If it's a certain release of this shit, and I'm supposed to get number 19, I want to make sure I'm the one that got that and it's mine. And it's kind of like if I went to a basketball game and there was a celebrity athlete and he gave me his sneakers, like LeBron, right? For example, if I got
Okay.
LeBron's game shoes, right?
Or you can sell that for fucking.
Well, if
How do
he
you
gave
verify?
if he gave it to me in the bathroom, I'll be just telling war stories and shit,
first
right?
of all, what were you doing with LeBron in the
Well,
bathroom? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
He was asking for a favor.
Only-
you know? That's how he got the shoes.
How do you validate that? You know?
I mean, that's how he got the shoes.
I'm just using that as an example.
and then he gave you his shoe. I mean, come on.
Hey, I'm just giving it as an example.
I
Fill in
got
the
you.
blank
I got
according
you.
to whatever it is. But anyway,
I got
what
you.
I'm saying is, and I try to authenticate that shit, I'm just telling war stories. But if it happened, so the NFT of the past, because I used to be a groupie and a gamer, you used to have to take a photo with the dude. But that was before. That's if you had smartphones. But before that, you
Right.
signed it and all that shit, so you could verify you got it. It's kind of like catching a foul ball at the World Series. Hey, I'm on TV and shit, and you saw me. I can prove that this was the ball that
Right.
so and so hit. Right?
That's where collectible
Well,
companies like
NFTs do
PSA
that
come in.
shit.
Yeah.
Because everybody ain't gonna be able to get a damn signature with the dude on cable television.
Okay, so let me
So,
ask
yeah.
this question real quick.
Yeah.
There's a couple of fuckers, right, who are digitalizing sneakers through
Yeah.
NFT, right?
Okay.
And create a limited supply of whatever sneakers they recreate, right? Let's say there's 1,000. Start to beat at $100 to a point now that just like any sneaker, right? Start like a 180, but eventually you know that through time it's going to be $800, right? At what point, right, NFTs through sneakers, digital sneakers, will outperform the tangible sneakers, like the real fucking Air Jordan?
I don't think so at all. Because, I mean, why pay for the digital good when you can have the physical
But an
one right
NFT
here?
can attach itself to the physical.
It really, that's
It
a
can be
different
your
story.
certificate
Well,
of-
exactly.
The NFT is your certificate of authenticity.
On that, I signed with
It's a
NFTs.
smart contract,
You
yeah.
sell me like a pair of G's, right?
and it comes
Yeezy,
with
right?
an NFT.
Yeah, you sell me a pair of Yeezys, right? And you give me the guarantee, right? The tangible and the fucking digital copy.
Right.
And the number of that
certificate, yeah.
pair of Yeezy, right? Number, whatever the fuck is the number, right? Through NFT, so I can validate. That makes more
And
fucking
the whole
sense.
and it's
Yeah.
and it's validated to the whole world.
But there's a collateral behind that NFT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now you have the physical
Exactly.
item.
Your collateral is the tangible shit.
Yeah.
But if you remove that collateral,
It's honestly what you want to pay for it.
now we last time we were at his store, right? And we visited this NFT place called Top Shot, right?
Yeah.
It's Top Shot?
Yeah, it's Top Shot with the NBA.
Top Shot with NBA. So practically you're buying an NFT of the memory of that specific
yeah,
action.
that's second in time. That's
that's
digital.
second in time, right?
Not all NFTs have to be physically attached.
Exactly.
They could be a digital
A fucking like I
moment,
don't know,
yeah.
fucking move, swag, whatever on those players. Like LeBron James fucking dunk,
When
right?
he does it's powder, you own that moment of time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now I'm curious. You bought $40 on what?
I spent just to finish the team quest because my favorite team is the Spurs.
Okay.
All right.
I know we're in Laredo, but I'm a big San Antonio fan, you know?
Right up the road.
Cheers to the.
We
to
can
the
roll
Spurs.
with the Spurs, you know.
Ah,
Black
of
and
course.
silver. All
So,
right.
what's the process? What do you see on that? You now that you're in the collectibles and trading and reselling and shit like that, NFTs about to become in the future. It's actually becoming now a fucking reselling and trading and all that shit. What got your attention with Top Shot by NBA?
Because you mentioned it to me, and I was like, you know what?
I'm that influential or what?
Hashtag influencer over
Hashtag
here.
influencer in Laredo.
No, I honestly wanted to see more about it because I had seen it when it was in the beta mode, and I had just ignored it. I had no interest in that market. And back in, it launched in 2019, 18?
You're right.
I ignored it because I was like, who's going to be paying all these top dollars for just a digital item? I mean, like, you can have the real item right here. Why would you pay for a token? So I ignored that market. And unfortunately for me, I slept on it. I'm a very firm believer of having the item in hand than a digital item. That's why when releases for video games drop, I buy the physical item. I don't like to do those downloadable things. In my opinion, an NFT is worth as much as you're willing to pay or you're willing to pay.
Yeah, supply and demand.
Yeah. I mean, not even supply and demand. Forget about that. It's more like, do you want to pay $100 for just a 3-second clip? Sure. Or no. It just depends on what you want to have in your collection. Yeah.
But
it's just worth as much as it is to you.
Yourself
Yeah.
collecting those things and resell it in the future to a market?
Collecting, yeah, because I mean it's pretty fun. You know, you never know what you're gonna get, especially with the NBA Top Shot. I know the NFT market is a lot huger. You have big brands, artists like in Europe who make their art exclusively in NFTs. I always forget his name. I'm gonna get a lot of crap on. He's the one who made a shredding painting.
Yeah.
I think his Bigley. No.
Bigley or some shit
Yeah,
like
something
that,
like that.
Something like
60
that.
some, 60
Big Z.
something.
Big Z.
Big Z.
So $16 million, right?
Yeah. And
People,
as soon as the
something like
auction ended,
Yeah.
the painting itself shredded, and it just made it much more
Made
valuable.
More, you put even more pressure on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because the painting itself shredded.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Forcing you over there.
But that's what I think what NFTs are. They're just it's worth as much as you're willing to pay for it.
Well, even, you know, it transcends all industries. When it comes to gaming, I have a son, and I be wanting to get on his ass for spending like 14 hours a damn day on that shit. But he's in his little world with all his friends. That's how they get together.
But you send him to Calle Ocho, you know, so he can play over there.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, you guys have some kind of
Give me a
like
deal.
gaming, right, too?
Yeah.
But anyway,
just $5, you know, that's a pretty good deal.
When we used to be young and rolling around and all that, we used to go outside, hang at the mall or
Come
whatever.
on, man. Come on,
But
bro.
Hey, the
now-
new
now-
outside
come on,
is
bro.
indoors with 72
Now you
Fahrenheit
bike,
degrees,
bro.
you know?
Now you little MFers, y'all don't do shit. You don't go outside. You don't work. You don't vote. You don't do shit.
Oh, come on,
All
man.
y'all do is just sit in there and play. But anyway, what he's
Hey,
doing
we can
is-
vote online
that's-
now.
Anyway, what he's doing is he's getting with his homies on there, and they get in these worlds and metaverses and shit. But here's the thing: this is where the NFT is going, and they're buying and selling guns and swords and shit in there. And the NFTs are perfect for that.
Oh,
because
yeah, actually,
now if some kid works 30 days and 18 hours to earn a certain level of a weapon or some shit like that, he can sell that.
That
to
actually
another
started
kid that is
with
willing to pay for that.
That started with World of Warcraft and RuneScape.
Yeah, that's
actually,
where it started back then.
Yeah, it was one
And
of the
my
first
son
ones.
has a Go Henry account. Hint, hint, wink, wink. That
Drop the link.
yeah, the allowance is automatically put on his card,
Yeah.
and I can see what he's buying and all that. He earns an A at school. He gets so
Oh,
much
yeah,
money.
you show me the app.
So, but I'm watching where his money's going. Right, I have a forced savings rate on there, but whatever he has available, that shit's all going to that MT shit, man. He's buying guns and bullshit and all that shit with that digital shit. So it's for real.
It's the age of information.
It really is.
He was born into it.
I started with Age of Empire back in the old days in the computer.
Yeah, I remember
with
that shit.
Trying to build your fucking castle
In the .com
in the
bubble.
.com fucking bubble. I remember.
I
that
started
shit.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
That
I
was
actually
I was
like playing
back
that
in the
game.
Old days, yeah.
that was
That was old days.
That was
boy.
through digital fucking experience.
Madden '84.
Damn, bro.
The shit had like 7 guys. It wasn't even 12 or 11. It wasn't
Just
even
because you
14.
mentioned that,
Madden 84 on y'all's ass.
I want to drop the in Smash Ultimate, one of the hype games at the moment for like esports.
Okay.
Smash.
On top of that, they got leagues and shit now,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
You can be a professional damn
Right.
soccer player, not in real life, but in a damn game.
Yeah. And,
And be
the
on a
fantasy
soccer team and
teams are
shit.
huge monies
That's
there.
crazy.
You're talking about multi-million-dollar pots. It's
So now all you
crazy.
need is muscle-bound thumbs. You don't even need to be in shape.
Do you actually
look
use...
at the difference on my thumbs.
Thumb,
Look at
look
this.
at
I can't do
thumbs.
this on this one, but look.
Oh, shit.
The money.
That's just
shit,
because
you
I've
got
been
like extra joints and shit.
just because
Damn.
I've been playing games for a lot.
Damn.
That it locks like that.
That
That
shit look like a spider.
am I gonna Toby
Damn,
Maguire
you
this?
got- Damn. So we're changing the genetics of our damn youth and shit. Damn.
No, but what I want to
Alright.
get to when you mentioned Mike Tyson Punch Out,
Yeah.
there's a Smash Ultimate character I like to play. His name is Little Mac. My
okay.
friends hate
That one.
when I play. We were playing yesterday
Yeah.
till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I was beating the crap out of them with Little Mac, and he's a boxer. You know,
Yeah, that certain things that just don't match. He's a tough matchup. Yeah.
he is a tough matchup because like he sucks when he jumps, but when he's on the floor,
And he can hit you.
he's gonna hit you like Canelo does. You know, he's gonna hit you like a truck. He's gonna hit you with a bag of bricks. You know, and
That
kills the
reminds
crap out
me,
of
we
them.
used to do the Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. The first shit, we used to go down to Li Ling's on the corner. You know, all the Asian people in NOLA, they have all the damn stores.
I remember Metal Slug.
And you used to
I
have
remember
to
that.
you used to have to come in there
Metal
with your
Slug.
quarters. This was a video game. You don't remember that shit.
The joysticks,
Talking about
the arcade
joystick.
games, yeah.
You come to the gas station with your quarters, motherfucker. You have to
Come on, bro.
You have to not only
Little shameless
put your
plug.
shit in
We're
there,
about,
bro.
little
you have
shameless plug. We're about
you
to
have
get
be
those
in a
at the
game
shop.
where you get wiped out up in there, man.
Do
But
you
anyway.
actually believe that the those type of old school are about to revive?
They are. I actually just purchased some equipment of like the old
'Cause
arcade
I'm a
machines.
believer in that too as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's certain cartridges worth thousands of dollars. You got the right shit.
Pokemon
Pokemon
is a big one.
Contra,
Yeah.
all that
You're
stuff.
talking about Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Green from Asia,
Yeah, I was a
exclusives.
lover of Pokemon too.
Man, those cartridges sealed in their original, it's its own market. There's a grading market for those. It's a
even for
collectible thing.
Even for that.
Halo. You're talking
Halo
about
was
the
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
Halo was,
too.
yeah, I remember that.
Halo Infinite just launched the Xbox. For the Xbox One, it's beautiful. You're talking about the stars. You're looking at the Xbox One. Fucking expensive. It's $1,003 right now.
Yeah, the price keeps going up too.
You ever heard, because I showed them to these guys, they don't believe me, right? You ever hear about the Pepsi Man? Oh shit, I want too fucking.
No. Continue.
There's like Pepsi Man, and then it's a video game. It's a PlayStation video game.
It was.
It was or
Oh
is?
my God.
You talking about old school?
It's a fucking old
I
school
mean, I'm
game.
just 24. I don't know.
We're talking about we're talking about fucking like old school games, shit like that. Pepsi Man. For those who hasn't
Was it in
really
English?
experienced
What
the
damn
game,
language? It wasn't.
for those who hasn't experienced
Was it
the
even
game
authentic?
of
Was it
Pepsi
bootleg?
Man,
I don't know about that.
Go
You got-
fucking check out, buy it right now if you can.
Was it a fever dream?
Bro, go to eBay and type Pepsi Man.
How much does it go for?
Sure.
PlayStation, you're gonna pay thousands of dollars.
Sure, it wasn't a
Yeah,
training
I'll pass
video.
on that.
a training
Fucking
asset
Pepsi Man.
from Pepsi
For those,
Corporation.
we need to make sure that I'm talking about this shit and you put some
Pepsi
B-roll
Man.
about Pepsi Man.
And it
you-
turns out to be Coca-Cola, man.
no, I'm a Coca-Cola fan,
So
but
was the
Pepsi Man.
objective was how many Pepsis you could deliver in the neighborhood or some shit like that?
Yeah, how many?
You know
many?
what? Do you remember Burger King? The game made a game. You could literally go to a Burger King, pay $10 to $12,
Yeah.
and they give you a freaking Xbox game, and it's
Yeah.
all about the king himself delivering you burgers.
Are you fucking
that's
kidding me?
crazy.
No,
I don't remember that.
that's a whole fever
Well,
dream
but-
back
but-
in the day.
But what was that? PlayStation or Xbox? Or what?
Xbox
Xbox? did that?
360.
Damn, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and it was freaking fun because like if people saw you, you'd be like, "Oh, you're out." But it was kind of it was great, like it was just you as being the king of Burger King, delivering people Whoppers.
Do you actually anticipate be part of the gaming? Like
Esports?
buy and sell like video games and shit like that. Or nowadays, fucking over because it's
Honestly,
digital.
I kind of want to. It's
But it's-
very fun.
But is it like there's money already? Because it's all digital nowadays.
Yeah, you're
'Cause it used
talking
to be-
about
used to have
Mario
gaming
N64
parlors.
copies
Yeah.
going
Oh,
for
yeah, the
auction for
Nintendo
millions
64,
of
right?
dollars.
If you got one.
So that there's
And that's
actually
from '84.
there's actually there's actually money on the Nintendo
Yeah, Mario.
64 fucking.
If you got it, if you got
Yeah,
it.
the
Tablets?
pristine copies.
Pristine
You're talking
condition.
about the Nintendo Super System, the home system.
So it's a very hardcore fucking collectible.
It goes back to the first
Industry.
point.
Yeah.
If you have it and I don't, it's worth a lot
And
more
I
money.
want it. Wish I had it.
Yeah. I'll pay whatever it gets to, to get it.
Cost ain't an object.
Damn.
You want something better, no?
Well, I wish we can talk about all these all night long. All night long.
All right.
But I guess we don't want to bore the audience. We're already what?
Poor
past it?
man's version.
I get kicked if we go past the 1 hour because we're so fucking 55.
Well, we got a prediction with
Oh,
5
wow.
minutes to
I
go.
thought we were 10 minutes in.
No,
you know?
bro.
It flies.
I got spanked if we go above the 1 hour.
Messing up the tape.
We don't want to bore the audience.
Burning
And we never got to
tape.
bullshit.
He don't bullshit enough. He just he nerds out, and that's all you get, guys. Sorry.
That's Calle Ocho for you, too, also.
He's
Damn.
a nerd.
Next time, I promise we're gonna do more bullshit. But hey, I'm into these fucking conversations that I love it. You know, I appreciate you come here and explain about this reselling, the streetwear culture. You know, we talk about NFTs. We talk about your big losses on that. You know, it's a big ass
deal.
fucking industry. You know,
It's not a toy.
It's not.
Real ballers in there. Real players.
we trade
real money.
We trade on our site a lot of fucking stocks, crypto, and all that shit, right? But in your site, it's a daily fucking trading activity too. You
Yeah,
trading
you have to
commodities.
be-
It's just a commodity of sneakers.
Yeah, you have to keep up
And
to
things.
it every day. The moment you sleep on something, you're very
Missing money.
lost
You're
money.
missing money.
You're missing money every day.
As a trader now, what would you recommend to put some money as a trading on the sneaker business?
And the cards.
What brand and cards? Like if you give me an advice on
For
it.
somebody starting out, hey, I got 500. I got $1,000. I want a side hustle. I want to kind of get started. What should I do?
Look at PSA. Look at Charizards. Look at Pikachus. People like those. You like it. Don't lie.
You got it. You got some already.
Yeah, don't lie. Everybody likes Pikachu, you know? Freaking cute little rat. Buy what you like and make sure you can afford what you're investing. Never invest more than you can afford.
To
That's
lose.
my lesson.
Because worst case, it don't work out. You can wear it, right? Or you can play with
Exactly.
it. All right.
All right, my boy Anthony Morales from Calle Ocho. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Next time, go visit my boy Calle Ocho
At
in
1003
Laredo,
Garfield.
Texas. He has the best of the best. Make sure if you have some heavy money, go to
Where's
the
it
fuck
at? Give him a plug. Where's the shit? Where's the place?
shit.
at?
Where is it at?
It's at 1003 Garfield, next to the old Mercy Hospital, you know?
Oh, on the south side. All right.
Nah, not that
Well,
south either, you
South
know?
Central. Central South.
Central
Yeah.
South. Yeah, I'll
Central
take that.
South. All right.
Make
Hey,
sure you visit the fuck
hey,
you room. You know, if
Hey,
you have some money.
Ask
Ain't
for
nothing,
it,
ain't nothing
though.
wrong with the South side, man. That's where the real players is at, man.
They really are.
where
And
the
they're actually
ballers
one of
at.
my biggest customers.
That's where they spending the money. They dropping money over there.
They do.
Oh yeah.
North
Yeah.
side people try to be all bourgeois and shit.
Did they
all
did
up
they
in
buy
the-
NFTs in the
Bourgeois.
south side?
Huh?
Did they buy NFTs in the south side?
Not yet, because they don't have
NFT,
fiber. optic.
FTNs too.
But they'll get there. They'll get there, you know?
All right, this is episode number 10. Hope you like it. Stay in touch. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.